Joining us now, Cincinnati Bearcats players. And again, we ask that you specifically ask your question for one of the players instead of just saying you guys. If, for example, you say, Kane, my question for you, and follow. Just make it easier for our technical people to keep on track. We have a first question to open these festivities.
Rob McCurdy, USA Today Network, Ohio. Kane, how do you handle the excitement this week and the nerves, and what's your secret to get through a week that's bigger than any other week you're dealing with in the season to this point?
I think it's just wanting to play, keep playing. You know, that's what we keep in mind. It's not about just this week. We're trying to further our season, so that's what we keep in mind every day. We said today in practice we didn't come here to just play one game, so that's how we kind of stay on track and not get too excited, try to win a tournament.
Justin, how do you avoid the distractions that obviously come with a week like this with all the chatter that's out there?
Staying focused, you know, not even worrying about, you know, the things we see on social media and all the stuff that we see every day or the things that people talk about. Just making sure we stay focused and we stay as a team.
How hard is it to do that?
It's very hard, but at the end of the day, when you got big goals and, you know, big dreams to, you know, conquer and to get to, you know, that's where they go ahead and come down to.
With the Columbus Dispatch, Trevon, I think a lot of people around this area maybe haven't seen you guys play since that first game. Just in what areas do you think you guys have grown most since the beginning of the season, that opener?
We've grown, I mean, all areas, like in all aspects. From the first time we played Ohio State, we made a lot of changes, you know, individually and as a team. But I mean, in every area you could think of, you know, growing in basketball as a team, we like grew in those areas.
Trevon, Justin Williams, The Athletic. Having a tournament like you did in Memphis and making the all-tournament team, what does that do for your confidence? What does that say for your development this season?
I mean, it's most definitely a confidence booster. I just got to keep my head focused, just keep the same focus I had when I was in Memphis, you know, and just keep playing hard and playing confident. I mean, I worked a lot of the stuff that I did in Memphis. I mean, there was some constant like reps that I did over the summer and throughout the season, and I mean, I just got to keep doing what I was doing. You know, just keep staying focused. You know, focus on the important things, and let the the distractions go, and just stay confident and it'll be fun.
Kane, you and Justin had a difficult senior day just as a team and everything. Did you guys get together after that game? Because obviously things have gone pretty well since then. Did you get together after that game and say, let's keep our senior day going?
Yes. You know, it was tough. It was a tough day, but you know, everybody have tough days. I'm pretty sure you guys have tough day in the office. So we just had to come back to the drawing board, and we had bigger goals in mind. You know, we didn't win that championship, but we knew we wanted to win another one. So Coach got on us about it and told us what we need to fix ourselves, and told us that we'd see them again in the championship. So we just worked our way to that and tried to take it game by game. And then once we got there, we just, as a team, we stayed focused and mentally was locked in. So I think that was the biggest change after that game, was just our mental focus.
Basically, same question for you. I mean,
yeah, well, to piggyback on what he said, you know, just, you know, after that game, you know, it was a rough day we had that day, but, you know, we can't just dwell on that game. You know, we had other games we had to prepare for, and, you know, the conference tournament was coming up, so, you know, that was a big stage for us, you know, coming from our senior night not having, you know, like you said, a good game. So, you know, we had a bigger goal to get, and then we conquered it.
Justin, coming into your senior campaign, March Madness, looking at your first competitor here, Iowa, hopefully the first of many, looking at the Iowa Hawkeyes, how do you match up against their backcourt?
Following the scouting report. You know, we always go ahead and come together as a team, and we always go ahead and follow the scouting report. And we feel as though if we go ahead and follow the scouting report and play Bearcat defense and have Bearcat toughness, we know we can get the win. And that's what we did when we played Houston. And I think if we play just like we did against Houston and we keep that going, we can't be stopped.
Trevon, it seems you're down the stretch, you've really picked up your game, attacking the boards and all that. I don't know what anything particular clicked for you, or just sense of urgency. You're a junior. It's not like you're getting old, but you know.
I mean, honestly, I just want to win for real. I just want to win, and I know doing things like that will, especially rebounding, will help us win and elevate our team. And like me scoring will open up the floor for these guys also. So, I mean, I was just just trying to stay aggressive, offensively and showing what I can do. And also, I mean, I like playing with Justin and Kane. Like, this is their last year, so like whatever I got to do to keep our season alive so I can continue to play with these point guards, I'm going to do so.
Did Jared express his disappointment about not coming out to the table with you guys?
No,
I didn't even see him.
He
I didn't
always
even
shy.
see him.
Kane, talked about how hard it is winning here, even compared to playing at Sacred Heart. 3 years in a row that you guys got to the tournament. I mean, these guys been 4 years, but has it gotten harder, easier? Are you more appreciative of it after all this time, or does it become more routine?
I think it's inner pressure that we've been putting on ourselves. Obviously, the last 9 years, I think we got here in a row. So there's more inner pressure now that we want to further our status here. The last few years has been rough coming out the second round. So I think that's more so our pressure we've been putting on each other. Just let's be that team that make it. Coach has been telling us why can't you guys be those guys that further it. Especially me and Justin. We talked about it yesterday, and I think that's more so what it is than actual pressure of being at the tournament.
Jacob Myers with the Columbus Dispatch. Kane, I mean, there's a lot of talk just in March Madness. You need elite players to go on deep runs. What makes a player like Jaren so invaluable this time of year?
I think personally, I just think the way he gets fouled. Obviously it's big time games. The refs are gonna be on their whistle. So he has a knack for getting fouled. He's aggressive. Whether he's making shots or not. And I think that's going to be huge in this tournament. I think he's one of the best players in the country at getting fouled. So I think that in itself is going to help us in these games.
Justin, for you, just what type of atmosphere, crowd are you expecting being kind of close to home?
It's the same, basically like a home game. We call it, when they said we was in Columbus, we call it backyard basketball. So, having just all the fans, wanting to come, wanting to support us is just going to be a great atmosphere and, great energy for the game.
Elton Alexander, Plain Dealer. A little bit of a national question here. How did you guys handle your freshman, sophomore years in particular when it came to seeing what's going on around the country in terms of transferring? Am I going to stick this out? Do I need to look around? Did you look around? What got you to not do what so many other of your peers are doing and stay? And what did you see that made you want to stay as opposed to go? And did you even think about going?
Start with Kane.
Yeah, I'm one of those guys, so I can't really answer that question.
I mean, just trusting the process. Even though you come in as a freshman, you coming in thinking you can play all these minutes and stuff like that, and it don't happen that way. But sometimes you got to look at it and look in the mirror sometimes and know that it's you, that you got to work harder and you got to go ahead and step your game up. So and looking at the older guys and seeing what you need to do to go ahead to get better. So staying here, I feel as though was the best decision for me.
Anybody else?
I mean, you can talk about why you did it.
Well, mine was just different reasons. I had an interview with Justin earlier this week, and I just, as a kid, I wanted to play tournaments like this. This is what you see on TV, and I was at a great institution, just at a lower level, and I just seen the opportunity to come be a part of something bigger than myself, and I just wanted to take that opportunity and do so, and I don't regret it because I'm here with my brothers right now, and I think to piggyback on with Justin, I haven't been here for 4 years, but I had ups and downs here, and I think more so is a brotherhood here. Even with the coaches, it's like a brotherhood. We all stay together through tough times, and I think that's a real reason why Justin stayed too. Is he made friendships here, and it's bonds that you don't want to break. Like whether it's you playing or not, it's a bond that you don't want to break.
I mean, I guess I'll say. Well, I didn't transfer, but I also, did I have those thoughts? At times I did, especially coming in as a freshman. expecting to play. Well, coming from high school, you know, being a man on your team, and coming here, then I redshirted. So I mean, it was tough. Like, but I mean, I didn't give up. I just thought about the players, you know, who did that before me and they're successful. Like, especially from the UC program, like Sean Kilpatrick. He was someone who, you know, I kind of like. I'm not gonna say look up to, but I mean, he was in the same situation as me, and I mean, he was successful. He redshirted. He was successful. He went through hard times, and I'm like, why can't I stick it out and go through hard times? You know, make something of it. And I mean, I like they said, you know, the friendships we made, the bonds we made with each other, and I mean, the program, like the history, you know, it's like coming from where I'm from. This, I mean, worldwide, UC is a historic program. You know, a lot of great players come from here. So I mean, I just wanted to. I mean, I told myself why can't I be another player who gets through, you know, this hard time and be successful? Like, so I stuck it out. I wanted to stick it out with my brothers. I wanted to be successful, and you know, it got me here to this point, talking on the stage with these guys and talking in front of you. So,
Very well done. Thank you guys very much for being with us. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you. We've got Coach Cronin coming up in just a couple of minutes.